Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of Break Even Sports that starts at 7:30 Central, not at 7 as some people may have thought in the group text, but we are all here and doing well. And welcome back, Mr. Rivera. How are you doing?
I'm here.
You were pretty good this morning.
I was pretty good this morning, and all of a sudden, man, I told you this cough is getting to me, bro.
Man. So as always, I am joined by three lovely people, Patrick, me, and Ed. How are you guys doing today, besides after hearing about from Ed?
Doing well.
Patrick, you doing good?
Good.
So
Patrick is very talkative tonight, I guess.
Well, as always, for people who don't know what this show is, this is kind of our supplemental show that we talk about the sports that we don't really talk about much. So a lot of FCS, a lot of soccer stuff. So a lot of F1, maybe some basketball, maybe some NHL. We'll see. But guys, I got to tell you, something big happened since the last time we've been on this show, and people have been, texting me, asking me about my playoff take, with the brackets and all that. So I think it's now time to talk about that. Let's talk about the World Cup group playoffs. That's the one they were talking about, right?
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
Let's go with that.
Absolutely. So for those who are not
football.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say there's nothing else that was going on this weekend. So,
Well, your microphone sounds
Whoa.
yeah, you may want to get that.
horrible.
ooh, give me a minute.
Will do.
It was like we were in a sci-fi movie or something, and all of a sudden it's just like,
While we do that, let's go over the comments. Mr. McCutcheon, glad to see you. Polly, great for you to stop by. Mr. McCutcheon, not glad to see you anymore. Too soon. Why'd you do that? Listen, you are already taking me back in the woodshed on fantasy football. I don't need this. I feel like our game, this is the equivalent, and we'll talk about that, the absolute dismal performance with Mercer and South Dakota, but yeah, not pretty at all.
I tried telling you.
You know what? I was expecting at least somewhat of a closer,
Something, right?
game.
Jesus.
all right, Patrick, let's test your microphone answering this question here.
Is this any better?
Way better.
No, we can actually hear you
So-
now. It's better.
Now we can
Well-
actually hear your actual voice, so go back
Yeah.
it out. Ugh,
I don't know what happened. I was trying my AirPods and I was trying to get it all to sync up and it didn't work. So,
It did not.
Look,
It-
puppy, get yourself one of these, okay? Right here.
no, I'm good.
Get yourself one
I
of
got
these
enough
for like
cord.
$7. They work like a charm. Okay.
Oh, by the way, who are you?
Man, come on, baby. You know I'm the one, the only. I'm the dad have, baby. You can't put a name on me.
So Donnie Virgil, who is this guy?
I like how he says you can't put a name on him, and then he proceeds.
Did I
to
give
tell
myself a name?
He's got his name on his
Yeah.
on his
So,
hat there, so he
I
can't.
do not.
you
I
can't-
do not
No.
have my name on it.
Oh no, I thought that was your.
Donnie-
Okay. For a second, I thought it was your dad hat.
What about
Sorry.
what does that say?
Donnie,
can't-
going back to what Mike said. Ooh, is that Buenas Vibras?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, being a Chelsea fan ages you. You say only like what a Steelers fan would understand. What about a Colts fan?
Yeah, Colts fan
Because-
right now.
'Cause we'll get into this tomorrow night, but all I gotta say is Phillip Rivers. But anyways, yes, being a Chelsea fan, especially in December, Mike, it definitely ages you more than you would like, because I feel like every single year with Chelsea in December, we manage to go through these pains and it ruins our season for whatever level of moderate success that we've had, because we cannot handle that busy Christmas period. So
What is up, Joe? We got Joe with us tonight. The Canadian Patrick
tonight.
Yep.
We will not. We're not going to be touching this subject tonight. We're not going to be doing it tonight.
Unfortunately, we cannot because it's not part of this show. So there's that.
But with any luck, you can do it tomorrow night.
To say that tomorrow night's episode may be emotionally charged may be an understatement.
You think? I don't know why.
I don't know. There's a reason why I have not told any of you my opinions on this yet. I have specifically been tight-lipped about this. The only person I've talked to was Patrick, just to kind of get a feel if we were in agreement in this. So,
and isn't it fair to say we kind of are?
We kind of are. So yeah.
Okay.
Man City still scoring on Sunderland. Well, Terry, Sunderland couldn't stop scoring on Chelsea. So I feel your pain. But yeah. Tomorrow night's show is definitely already off the rails. No doubt about that. When is it never not off the rails?
That is also true. It does, by the way, it does feel good to be back on the show.
You know who misses you the most? Mr. Jolly.
Yeah. What's up, Jolly?
By the way, Jolly, how was your 1 week vacation since Ed wasn't here? Because
I explained this this morning. Okay, one, I was at a work event on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday out in Orlando for work. And then, by the way, one of my events right for the whole thing is I had to go to Epcot Center, so I had to suffer at Epcot Center.
Yeah, still trying to figure out which one was you and which one was the Epcot.
I don't know, with those big dome piece, I don't know.
They both shine, I'll tell you that.
Oh, we both shine, let me tell you. Anyways, listen. Then on Wednesday, on the way back, I was supposed to work out early in the morning. Ed slept in. Ed was starting to feel the effects of my daughter making me sick. Some people in the event not accepting of the personal space. How's that? And so Ed got sick, and then he had the biggest migraine. Also, I had new glasses, so with a new prescription, so that on top of that added to my migraine. So that was fun. Let me tell you. Of course, Phil, did I drink around that Booger Center? That's just funny. But I was super sick on Wednesday night. I told my wife, I was like, I got home and I'm like, I got a fever. That was it. That was like, I got a fever. And then the next couple of days, I was a zombie.
Did you get a prescription for more cowbell?
Oh yeah, that was the prescription for more. Absolutely, 100%. And so, I got this lingering cough. That's the one thing that just won't go away. It is just like it hurts right here, hurt my soul. You know what I mean? So Mia was sick. She still has the cough. I was sick. I still got the cough. My wife is sick. They just canceled school again tomorrow for my kid. So there's that. Fun stuff. Apparently, it's supposed to slush. Hello.
You know what? I'm kind of thinking Phil's got something going on. Why the real reason why you were out?
I was wondering if he drank around the world.
As someone who has done that, I can I can see how that could leave you that way.
No, I didn't.
As sick as you are, you try to get rid of the sickness by drinking yourself out of it.
Some people did that while and then got on rides. Which, by the way, Guardians of the Galaxy ride is amazing. I highly recommend it. But yeah, no, it was my first time at Epcot in like well over 30 years. How's that?
Very nice.
Yep. So, but I'm glad to be back with you guys to talk FCS. Formula One season is over. We got a winner. We got a champion. So,
to answer this question real quick, I don't see what Iowa State has to do with this.
Yeah, none of us do.
I mean, it's kind of irrelevant to the point here. So let's go ahead and jump into soccer for a minute. So on Friday, they unveiled the World Cup groups. They did the draw. I am not going to talk about that abysmal show in general.
It was a shit show. The whole thing from beginning to end.
The whole thing was terrible from beginning to end. I didn't even know you could pronounce Curacao that way. That was a new one on me.
How did they spell it out?
Huh?
pronounce it? How did they pronounce it?
Caraco.
Caraco.
Caraco. I think, yeah, Wayne Gretzky pronounced it as Caraco.
Oh, my
God. You know, I have some opinions on the whole thing, so I'm not gonna say it because we're having fun here tonight. But it's us in the Caribbean we say Curaçao.
Curaçao.
What's the deal with all the celebrities drawing the shit though? I guess that's a regular thing. Because I sent you guys a
Not to
video of
that
Robin
level.
Williams doing it back in the 90s or something. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess it's always been a thing.
But this seemed to be to a different level.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead, Virgil. I'm sorry.
I don't remember it being as much as a spectacle as it was in previous years, but then again, I don't really pay attention to the draw shows as much.
One of my friends, is credentialed and gets to and actually was at the drawing, and he said it was just
Who was who?
was a
Of
mess.
Who's Who? It was of a show of Who's Who.
What about the show Who's Who?
I was a show about who's who, like the big names over there.
Oh, okay.
It was more about the people, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, no. I was going to say the logistics about the event as far as trying to get in, the long lines and the long wait times to get in were apparently a big point of contention.
I wonder
for people
why.
trying to get in. So that was beyond even countries' names being mispronounced and all of that. I think just even trying to get in and get to your seat, and then it taking an hour and a half before they after the event started, before they even really started doing the draw, which that's not abnormal for FIFA. I mean, that's that's their pageantry and everything that they like to do anyway. They always have something up their sleeve to do that, and Gianni Infantino always has something planned like that. So
all I know is when I was talking to Mike Grell and he talked about Kevin Hart and Shaq, and I'm like, what in the hell are they doing? Like, I just didn't know that was a thing. He starts naming all these people, and I was like, what? Like, just draw the names. But hey,
in there.
Maybe the college football playoff should take note and have a bunch of celebrities come in there and pull.
Let's not talk about the college football playoff right now because we're about to get into a tangent. That's not for tonight. That's for tomorrow. You know that.
Yeah, and of course you guys know this show never ever goes in the tangents.
No, we're under control. Eric's the one that takes off on the tangents. Anyway,
we would never do such a thing.
So let's actually talk about the groups in general. Definitely some teams have some favorable draws. I do not know which one would be group of death in this case. Donnie, if you don't know, group of death is usually the hardest group, basically the ones where any four of the teams could pretty much get out of it. So,
how about this though? Is it because there's so many new countries this year that you're not going to be able to tell who really the group of death really is, because we don't know that many of the countries that have been there before are not there anymore?
That's part of it, because a lot of these countries are either, there's a few new teams. There are teams that haven't been there in 30 plus years or so and so. Right. So it's kind of hard to gauge. I do have an opinion on what group I think is the toughest. And when we get to that group, I'll kind of mention it. But let's go over each group right now. So we're going to start with Group A. So Group A, we have Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and then winner of one of four of the European playoffs with Denmark, Macedonia, Czech Republic, and Ireland. So initially when this group came out, a lot of people were thinking it's kind of a cakewalk for Mexico.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah.
I think if Denmark comes out of that group, I don't see that, because I can see a situation where it's Denmark and South Korea advancing.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm not gonna. That's not a prediction.
No.
That's a spoiler.
No, not even a spoiler. No, what's that? There's so much.
Wait until the selection.
Exactly. Like we still got to see what teams are going to be, because there could be injuries that could affect this entire thing. But I'm not completely. I think that's going to be an interesting group. South Africa. I don't really.
Yeah, but they've always been one of those teams that can surprise you. right? That can make it difficult for whoever's going to be going next.
Mhm.
So South Korea, I believe, will go through, and if Denmark makes it out of into this one, then possibly them or Mexico. But Mexico has been looking pretty good the last couple of matches lately, so who knows?
Yeah, but Mexico always kind of
Yeah.
like McCutcheon said it was about to say.
I was
There is no
Terry,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, Eltree and they're up and down. They're woefully inconsistent.
Someone that doesn't know anything about FIFA, players eligible to play for their home country. It's like the WBC, where basically Bobichet can play for Brazil.
So Joe, yes and no.
Yes and no.
In a way, a lot of times it has to do with like where your parents were born. Like if you haven't played a competitive match for a country and you've only played, say, in like a friendly match, but you've not played in an official competition, if you have citizenship capabilities with a certain country based on your parents, you can play for that
country.
For that country if you have not played in a competitive competition, in a competition with another country already.
So, for example, if someone who is a U.S. citizen but parents are from Mexico, but if that person already plays a competitive game, not a friendly, competitive for United States, at that point they have forfeited the right to play for Mexico.
Right, Virgil, did I misrepresent that, or is that
No.
Okay?
No, you're good. I kind of went off a little tangent in my head about I wonder how that would work for me since I was born in Germany to American parents, but I don't think that matters right now since I'm not suiting up anytime soon.
Listen, we'll get into how you're attractive to ladies because of your different heritages later, but I mean that's good to know though.
So for me, when eventually Puerto Rico does go into a World Cup, do I get to play? Do I get my chance to play for either Puerto Rico or United States?
Can you play soccer?
I mean, that's kind of the first. I mean, we've seen you run on a baseball field, so I don't know, like, if they're going to be calling.
Have you seen me? Well, yeah, you
yes, because you posted videos of yourself doing it.
By the way,
and then you were
alert.
You'd make a great goalkeeper.
And then I died.
Yeah, you'd make a great goalkeeper.
I was a goalkeeper. I still got my goalkeeper. I got my soccer cleats. I got my goalkeeper, my gloves and everything. I still got them in the garage. So,
we need to test your reaction time though. Like how quickly with those knees can you get down?
I'm 44 years old. There's no reaction to this. This is club at the very, this is like Sunday league. Okay, let's just not.
As a former catcher, I can see where the goalkeeper would track. So anyway.
Yep. But by the way, I'm sorry. I started to. I think we nailed it down, guys. For my baseball team.
All right.
We got a sponsor.
Nice.
So I'm excited.
Congratulations.
I can't wait to hear about this later.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys about it later. Anyways, moving on. Group A.
Did Big Jude Poppy get the sponsor right? Is it hell?
No.
What's up, Big?
That's how I felt when I was sick.
Sponsored by Icy Hot. There you go.
No, brother. I'm in Advil territory now. That Advil cream. Woo, baby. Let me tell you.
No, listen, he's angling for a leave.
All right. So in Group B, we got one of the other hosts, Canada. And their group is Canada, Qatar.
I'm sorry, who?
Qatar.
What's Qatar? Who's Qatar?
Middle Eastern team.
Oh, got it. Qatar. Got it. Okay, cool.
Switzerland, and then winner of the other one of the other European playoffs between Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Bosnia Herzegovina. So Italy has not advanced yet. I don't know if this team. I don't even know if they're going to make it out of this playoff. Honestly, if they do, you kind of always have to give them some sort of ability to advance just out of the name alone. Like they kind of remind me of Syracuse in the NCAA tournament in basketball.
Are you surprised though that they're like actually have to go through a play-in?
No, because they had to do this last time and they didn't advance.
Virgil,
Italy.
We got snow, guys.
Go ahead, Virgil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Italy's kind of had a lot of the good players aged out, and they did not have a lot of youth.
So they didn't have an academy set up for them, like.
Well, they did, but like if you think about a lot of the Italian World Cup teams that made pretty far and won it, it was an aging group already.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like they just never had a time to go through the replacements with that. The team I'm kind of looking to see that coming out of that, I feel like may either be Wales or Bosnia.
Interesting. Bosnia.
I mean, Edin Dzeko's still there, so I mean, you got star power there. I feel like they're just a very
How old is Edin Dzeko now? 40
I was just going to say, it has to be in his 40s.
or late 30s?
all I'm saying is that he can probably start as quarterback for the Colts.
That's fair.
Oh,
That's
wow.
fair.
Yikes.
Listen, I'll accept that one. That was a good one.
As long as it's not quarterback against my Browns, go for it. Have at it.
Listen, you may have a quarterback that I want. So,
Let's go, Bailey Zappi, baby.
hey, listen, I'll get on the train.
I'd be on board.
I've
Yep.
been waiting so long to say something about a quarterback. It's just, although it does.
Hey, you have every
Pains
right
me
with all the Browns crap I've
with
given you.
With
You better-
I
you better
do it with
pile
a
on.
heavy heart, though. I do it with a heavy heart because I feel bad for Colts fans.
Hey, it's fair game. It's fair
Oh
game.
well, we know.
Yeah.
You didn't have a chance. You didn't have a choice in the matter.
But Donnie better not pipe in because I'll start in on the Dabo Valley Donnies.
Joe, that would be interesting, right? Toronto has a huge Italian population. If Italy advances, whoo, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely be a big draw if they make it, but I don't know if they'd make it at this point.
Listen, not if we want someone playing in 25. Because didn't they announce that Deshaun's not playing until 26?
Yeah, they knew that he wasn't going to play. Something new I hadn't heard FIFA say it will include the 3-minute hydration breaks in each half for every game at the next year's World Cup. They do this a couple of years ago, a couple of World Cups ago.
Yes, they had hydration breaks, but that was only due to extreme heat, which, considering it was in the Middle East in summer, that kind of did that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
all right. Oh,
so for the Italian national team, Virgil, is it true that Gattuso has been replaced by Jim Boeheim as the new Italy manager?
No, see, I never even finished my thought on that. I just realized that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the reason why I'm calling them Syracuse in NCAA tournament is because I can name a bunch of years where Syracuse was on the bubble, gets in, and they're always struggling, and then you blink and they're already in the Elite Eight.
Right, and they make a run.
Yeah.
So Italy can easily get out of that group if they make it, just out of the name alone.
And by the way, Melo can score goals.
Melo can score goals, yes.
And by the way, I'm talking about Felipe Melo, not Carmelo Anthony.
I was talking about Carl
You
Anthony.
never know. Melo can also play. He has some long legs.
Melo was just a scorer. He couldn't do anything else. So
Well, Virgil knows this. Melo don't miss.
Melo do not miss. All right, next group we have, we're in Group C: Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. And man,
Brazil got easy. I'm kidding. Relax.
well,
Scotland woke up in a nightmare. They're like,
yeah,
they didn't have-
Scotland's like, can Denmark qualify instead of us? Can we switch places?
Yep.
Because not only do you have to go with Brazil, you also have to go with Morocco.
I was just gonna say Morocco.
And Morocco's been one of probably the most interesting rises of a country in soccer.
yeah.
Look
So
at that.
far.
Mike was
By the-
even
by the
just went with it was right with you.
So would this be the group of severe illness, maybe, and not death?
If you're Haiti, it's severe illness.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, are we talking about Hakeem Ziyech FC or Ashraf Hakimi FC?
Look at you.
I have no
Oh,
clue.
yeah,
Me and
I
Donnie
am.
were like, what?
Come on, Donnie. You know who Ziyech is.
Donnie, nice Christmas tree.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
But yeah, Morocco is but really Brazil versus Morocco in a group stage. Sign me up for that one.
That's tasty.
Because Morocco is, of course, for people who do not remember the last World Cup, they were a semifinalist. They lost to France 2-0. So, I mean, that's going to be a quality side there. I don't know what to expect from Scotland. I know they had the fact that they even qualified was great enough. I mean, I think that's a good team. I don't know if they can beat Brazil or Morocco, but, that's why you play the games. We don't know. And Haiti, just enjoy your time there.
Yep. So
Next, we are going over to Group D with the USA, Paraguay, Australia, and then the another European playoff game with Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, and Kosovo.
Jesus.
And I will go ahead and say this. I pray to God it is not Turkey.
I was
If
just
it
about
is-
to say that.
If it's
My-
Turkey, that's going to be a lot harder to get out of.
Yep.
But and correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked, Paraguay is a pretty good soccer club.
Unless they have changed, they are always kind of a robust defensive team that like will hardly score,
Mm-hmm.
but they will hold you to scoreless draws if possible. I
But
know
then
historically that's kind of been what they've been. They're not really a major goal scoring threat, I would think.
with the exception of Miguel Almiron.
Yeah, that's true. But most of the times when I see Paraguay, it's always going to be like a 0-0, 1-1 kind of game. The thing, Australia is kind of the wild card in this. I don't know really what to make of them.
Neither do I.
Is Tim Cahill going to play? That's what
I do
want.
not think Tim Cahill is going to play. Tim Cahill may be coaching the team at this point.
I mean, the ageless wonder, Tim Cahill.
Listen.
We'll go. Wait,
You
hold on.
never know. Australia might just surprise some people, right?
I mean, they are due for. They're definitely not going to finish. I don't think they're going to finish winless. I
Let
mean,
me-
I think that's safe to say.
They can't loan Sam Kerr though, right? We're sure about that.
I'm sure about that.
Okay.
Let me ask you this because you guys know more about this than I do, and I'm trying to get more into this. But the chances of United States at the very least getting past this group, Group D, and a percentage number, what would you put it at?
55.
See, I was going to go 65.
It just depends on what. Go ahead, Virgil. I'm sorry.
It depends on which European team comes out of that playoff. Makes a big
Ooh.
difference.
Okay.
And it depends on which version of the USA shows up. Because the problem is that on paper, there's been a lot of examples in the past of when the US men's national team should have either qualified for the World Cup or there's been a fixture within the World Cup where they should have moved on, but then they underperformed. I don't want to even go to the game that Virgil probably knows that I'm thinking about, but Trinidad and Tobago.
That's two countries. That's unfair.
Yeah. Well, we used every excuse in the book for why it wasn't fair, yet it shouldn't matter because we
No.
should have beaten them. But I'm going to go 55. It's not the hardest draw that they could have gotten, but I'm with Virgil that I think if Turkey gets in, which I think is a very likely possibility based on those games, we'll see what happens. But Turkey is a very dangerous side.
So let's say Turkey gets in,
Mm-hmm.
you would see them as the favorite out of this group.
I would still see the U.S. as favorite out of this group, regardless.
Okay.
It's just
It's just a
instead,
tough.
it'll make me sweat a little bit more
Yeah.
because I can see really any of these teams have a possibility of poaching a draw or a win easily.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, you can't take Australia lightly.
Mm-mm.
Nor should you.
Yeah. I mean, Australia has the ability to easily get a result, just like the USA does. I mean, if the USA plays up to their capabilities, they can win. They can win 3 in the group, but Poch is going to have them humble and hungry.
I'm
Listen.
hoping so. I think he will. I think Poch would definitely have the guys ready. But I mean, I think
They-
just going off of historicals in the past, I don't know. Some of these matchups, I'm not flat out worried about them, but some do give me a little pause. That's
I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
a little stitious, yes.
Little stitious.
Got it.
I do like how Poch has had them playing recently. That it's about the badge on the front of the shirt, and not so much the name on the back.
I think that's the American, culture
Well-
right there. That you're playing for the name on the back of the jersey instead of the front. And
Right.
and that's just soccer. Okay, I'm not trying to say it's just soccer. It's in all sports here in the US. And I think we're going with past experiences of the US wanting them to go forwards, far, and then they just, bed.
Do we have more sports options in other countries?
I don't know if it's a population thing. I think it's just more about the resources because
Yes. Yeah,
think
I
about
agree.
some of the other think about India, for example. If we're going off population, you would think India would have a massive soccer team, and they don't.
Yeah.
It's mostly on cricket.
No,
They-
man.
Yeah.
Man
But
United all the way,
yeah,
bruv.
yeah.
And it's in English and it's football. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Listen, Liam, I lived in England for a little bit, so I'm used to calling it football as well.
I'm getting used to it. Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
getting used to it.
But Liam, I'm a Chelsea supporter, which I know we're level on the table at the moment. But good win for you guys against Wolves, by the way. I know we'll get into that, but that's a big result for you guys, admittedly against an awful Wolves side, but a good win nonetheless when you score 4. I don't know if that was the final result, but I think it was 4-1 the last time that I checked. But good result for United.
It was 4-1.
Mason Mount scored. I didn't know he still knew how to do that.
No, I didn't know Wolves ended their goalless streak. So that's silver
Yeah.
lining for them.
Yeah.
But still, abysmal. I mean, lads, it's Wolves. All right, now let's go down to Group E.
It's a tough one.
We got Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. So
this might be a tough group. Actually, you know what? We keep saying it about all of them, but damn.
I would say Germany of old, this would have been a walk in the park.
Not Germany of new.
Yeah, Germany.
I was gonna say not under Julian Nagelsmann. They have the talent to make it a walk in the park, but the way that they struggled in qualifying, Ivory Coast could give them a surprise.
Mike, I'll say this. Down here, obviously you're in South Carolina, I'm in North. But we're starting to see a lot more and more all these soccer teams investing in academy and in youth football clubs, sports. So give it a couple of more years before this really starts to ramp up. But we're starting to see more and more of the development of football players here.
Well, and for infrastructure and for infrastructure in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, it takes generations. I mean, it doesn't happen in just 2 years. I think we're starting to see some of the benefits from the infrastructure, but we have to remember that countries and other countries have had infrastructure where this has been the main focus for years. I think what Joe said earlier is a good point about there are a lot of options. I don't think it's just because of the options. I think it's the choice of a lot of kids that it's only like really my generation starting and up that really started choosing to play soccer, football. Before that, there was a lot of American football. There was basketball, baseball, and there still is to a degree, but it takes a generations to really build up that infrastructure to build up, and it takes the investment that people are starting to put in. So I agree with Mike. I still think 20 or 30 years away is probably about right, but
at least we're getting somewhere.
Well, yeah,
Well,
and American sports fans are not going to accept being 20 or 30 years away. We want it to be
it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
I know I see around here a lot more youth soccer fields going in youth soccer leagues, just like
same here.
Mike Ward's son plays, and we've gone out to a few games, and there's just fields and fields of kids. You know what I don't see anywhere? Like when I was a kid, I don't see a bunch of little league football anymore.
No more grass cutters?
Well, yeah, exactly. It was just like it used to be in the fall. You saw football everywhere. You saw kids walk around with their little league football jerseys and stuff. Now you go to the store and you see kids wearing soccer jerseys, and
So
Yeah,
you guys,
it's changing. It's changing. It's just slow.
you guys know where I live, right? And you guys know Ting Park, right, where the Holly Springs
Yeah.
Salamanders play, right? So right across from it is a massive facility, soccer facility. Every weekend, that place is packed to the gills. Every weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this thing is like, and there's about 10, 15 fields there, and it is every single one of them, they're all packed.
Yeah.
So it's starting to go. And I gotta go back really quick here. I knew I liked Joe. Latino. All right, brother. Good luck.
I will say this though,
mad respect.
in the World Cup, there's usually at least one result where you're like, I never in a million years would have seen
Would
that.
have thunk it.
Oh, look, I will say this with Inter Valencia, anything is possible for Ecuador. And
by the way, I can't believe you're forgetting a big name, Virgil. I'm a little insulted.
oh, who am I forgetting?
Moises Caicedo.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for not being up on my Ecuadorian soccer.
Respect the best midfielder in the world.
I know.
Appreciate you, Liam.
Appreciate it, Liam.
Yeah, thanks.
Liam.
We're going to
that
talk
is a
about
big
that
story
later.
with Mo Salah. That is a bombshell.
Yeah, he made some comments on an interview, and we'll definitely get back to that because Liverpool's definitely kind of got some questions, and of course, Africa Cup of Nations is coming up next month. So a lot of these, there's going to be tough times for a lot of the Premier League teams that rely on some of the African nationals because they will not be there.
Yep. Mo Salah being one of them.
Mo Salah being one of them.
So then now the question is, has he played his last game for Liverpool? I think that's a bit early to be saying that, but this is not the first time that
start the rumors. Come on, go ahead. Start the rumors.
Oh, those have already started way.
they've
before
already,
we
yeah.
got
Like
there.
listen,
with them then.
interview. It takes one interview to get the paper started in England with transfer rumors, and it's probably already on the back pages of the Sun that he's making a shocking move to Real Madrid or Barcelona, even though Barcelona can't register players. Or a move to Saudi Arabia is probably another one that's probably going to be.
I heard Galatasaray was on the market.
Oh, really? Let's see. How old is he? That's about right.
That's about right for them.
About mid-30s to moving to Turkey to get one last big payday.
Yeah, the thing with Salah though is if you look at his recent form or really lack thereof, I don't blame him for being benched.
No.
I don't blame them for doing that, but I mean, I kind of see, I understand where he's coming from because I know the historical, what he is with that club. But I mean,
Right.
we've talked about aging groups already. Liverpool's starting to become another one. Their stars are aging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the spine of the club, right? I mean, you're wanting Virgil van Dijk, Konate, who was being sounded out for a move to Real Madrid, and then now the word is Real Madrid has pulled away from that offer, and they've looked in a different direction now because Konate has been shocking. Yeah, and then that just the spine of the team, like you said, has not been playing well, and it's some of their wing backs, that would otherwise depend on those people covering them, have not been able to. Those players have not been able to do that. So you've seen definitely a regression from Liverpool in that respect.
Yeah, I agree there. And like
Like
I said,
Cunha's from Brazil. Cunha started to look a lot better. I got to give him credit. He's really starting to turn his form around, and Mbuemo's been brilliant since he arrived from Brentford. So,
all right, let's move on from the groups here. Now we're on Group F with Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, and then winner of is this the last European playoff game or is there another? Yeah, this is the fourth European playoff one. Ukraine, Sweden, Poland, and Albania.
Oh,
are we going to get Graham Potter into the World Cup?
I hope. I don't know. I feel like this is Poland's to lose.
Is this Lewandowski? Is Lewandowski still? Did he retire from international football, or did he?
I think Lewandowski is retired from international football. Let me double check that.
Well, Liam, you're very kind. Based on our December form and the form of the last few games, I'm not so sure, but I agree with you. Someone does need to stop Arsenal, please. Preferably not Spurs.
Oh
But-
wow, wow,
No,
wow!
he briefly stepped away. Now he's back.
Why you gotta go
Okay.
and hate against my Spurs, bro?
Sorry, Chelsea supporter is just a natural thing to do.
Yeah, no kidding. Jesus. Although we are way down on the table, so
I think we're level on points with United right now. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we
just
went-
say you picked a good time to miss last week after that display against Fulham.
I'm glad I was not
Yeah.
here because
Well, I
Ed
was
was
gonna
not
say-
happy.
Virgil's beloved Fulham, by the way.
Which you made me pick, so that's why they beat them. We won't talk about the Crystal Palace game, so we
Nope,
won't talk about that.
nope. By the way,
Why
did
not?
you see Donnie giving Oliver Glasner tactical advice? Some people said it was Clinton Morrison. It was actually Donnie Wise
Donnie
saying
Wise,
they're
yeah.
giving Oliver Glasner tactical advice.
I mean,
It was-
you just asked for somebody to chase down Arsenal, but so come on.
I think
Yeah.
Aston Villa's doing a good job of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Villa's doing
listen,
a really good job right now.
That's true.
listen, if it's Villa or Palace, I have no problem with that.
No,
I mean, it's
I kind of
Um,
rather be Villa or Palace instead of Man City. I'm just throwing that
Listen,
out there.
I would love for Arsenal to get good eveninged. Okay, I mean, like that
Good
would
word on
be
play. Word. Okay.
What?
Play on words. I got you. Go ahead. Keep going.
well. It's an inside. It's a joke about a certain manager that used to be the Arsenal manager. That's now Unai Emery, who's now the Villa manager. He always says in his pressers, "Good evening, good evening."
Please talk about the Palace game. We did well. Come on, United.
Oh man,
so with Group F, we got Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, then the European playoff there. I feel like Japan can come out of this group.
I agree.
I mean, Netherlands are good. Don't get me wrong; they were going to make it to round of 16 last time, and of course at the expense of the Americans. I mean, they do have some quality players, but I don't know. Something about Japan, they always kind of intrigue me, and they find ways to get out of the group. But Tunisia is not going to be an easy out either.
is Ronald Koeman back at the Netherlands job?
That's a good question. I do not know that.
I thought it was Ronald Koeman that made I could be wrong on that. I may be thinking a couple years ago, but for some reason I had Ronald Koeman at the front of my mind.
Looks like it's still there.
Okay, because Barcelona legend Ronald Koeman. But yeah, Liam, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it regardless of what happens. I mean, it's brilliant to just have
Have
to
it
have
here.
North America, like between America, Canada, and Mexico.
Yeah, right. The fact that they have it in 3 countries, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've got my issues with FIFA, like a lot of people do. Obviously,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, but that's not why but you're right. Just the fact that the event is here, ignoring all the outside things, I think it's a brilliant thing for the country. And this is an opportunity for America. And I mean, it's already embraced in Mexico, but and in Canada, but I think it's a real chance for the United States to embrace this, and really a chance to move it forward, to help the next, to really expose it to the next generation to keep the momentum going.
I know we talk about America. I know we talk about the United States with soccer. I'm curious what this does with Canada more than anything.
Well, we're going to
Because
get more games like the Canadian Premier League.
That's right. I'm
Well,
like,
I mean, because we talked about the Canadian Premier League, and we know it's not. I don't feel like it's as well known compared to some other leagues. When you think of Canada, you really don't think of a soccer power. Now, of course, recently they have gotten their stuff together.
Just
Hey, hold on, man. That league is fun though too.
And
Okay,
and the Canadian women's team did win the Olympics.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm with Mike.
yeah, the price gouging
And
is
it's-
insane.
Hey, listen, Joe, you got a response to
good.
that? Joe, you got a response to that?
Can they even claim hockey? When was the last time they won a Stanley Cup?
Oh,
Dang, shots
Whoa.
fired.
Saying.
He's not wrong.
Virgil,
Not only
Virgil,
that,
did you
not
wake
only
up
that, the
this morning and choose
warmest
to be
state
Donnie?
in the U.S. it has won the cup how many times in a row?
4 in a row. Is it 4 with Florida and Tampa?
In Tampa, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, those are hockey capitals. You know,
Oh yeah, when I think of hockey hotbeds, I definitely think of Florida Panthers.
listen. When I was
100%.
growing up, when I
Tampa,
was growing
Tampa
up, and you were
Lightning.
thinking, yeah, when I was growing up, and you thought of like hockey tradition, I mean, I thought about the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Living where I live in South Carolina over the years, in the summer, I see more Canadian license plates than I know what to do with because they're all coming down this way and going to Florida. So there's enough
Straight down to
Canadians.
Florida.
There's enough Canadians in Florida to support those hockey teams and have no problem with it.
Man,
So,
so many Ontario plates, dude.
Ontario has a pipeline down I-95.
What was the name of that province again?
Ontario. All right, that's the 5th tangent you've gone on. Just so you know, I'm tallying you.
Who, me?
I didn't go on the tangent.
Yeah, Mr. Yellow Sweater there.
Oh, okay.
What tangent did I go on?
Mounting up, A.
I'll come back and give you a list of which ones you went off. No, I'm just kidding.
He has taken a.
Yeah, guys, let's not do a tangent count because I think I'm going to hurt some feelings at the end of this show. So let's go to Group G now. So Group G, we've got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, or Iran, and New Zealand. And I will go ahead and say this. And Patrick, if you know me well, you probably know what I'm going to say here. Go ahead and mark this down. Chris Wood is going to win the Golden Boot this year for New Zealand. He will have about 7 goals in this group, but they will still not make into the next round because they will be last because their defense is terrible.
Is Winston Reed still playing for them?
Oh gosh, I do not think he is.
I like New Zealand. Anything New Zealand, I'm a fan of. So.
Oh no, I love New Zealand. I like it when they're in the. I like it when they're in the World Cup because they're always they're never boring. They're entertaining.
Is the soccer team called the All Whites?
No,
because I know the rugby is all blacks.
The rugby is all blacks. I believe they are the All Whites.
I think it's the All Whites.
I was trying to think of.
I
thought cricket was all whites, but now I'm starting to think that's not right.
I'm asking because I really don't remember. I just remember it was different from the rugby team.
You're not wrong, Phil. By the way,
yeah, it's all whites.
All whites.
All whites. So with this group, kind of another open one, in my opinion. Belgium is kind of going off. They're kind of tapering off the.
They get all dressed like hobbits.
Oh my god,
those
that
big old
amazing.
The ball around.
All right, we're going to the tangent. I'm sorry, Virgil. I'm sorry.
And you guys are talking about me.
Exactly. Belgium is kind of on the other side of their golden generation. So I don't know what to expect of them if they have a little downturn or not. I think they'll probably be fine. Egypt is probably the big question mark for me. Egypt and Iran will probably be probably decide second place, honestly, in that game.
Yeah.
But the New Zealand's, of course, I'm looking forward to seeing them. I think they will probably steal a win in one of these games.
I hope so.
But see, I'm with you. I thought Belgium had a prime chance, probably the last 2 World Cups, to probably win one. And I think they made the semis on one of the years.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing them in one of the semis.
Won the semis. But I don't know. They just can't. They haven't been able to put it together to win one. So
by the way,
that even goes with Euros. I'm really surprised they haven't. They don't have any trophies internationally. I feel like they were too good of a team not to have any, and they just don't.
Donnie, you know I had to do it, Donnie.
That's okay. I was like, "Are we playing the shell game now?"
No. We're not playing the shell game. We usually I'm not a host here, so I don't know why I'm at the top. So
because you signed in first because you thought this was starting 30 minutes earlier than it does.
You're right. You could have just moved me.
Well, when I'm hosting, I'm in the zone. Like Donnie had to take over producer duties last week because I was hosting all the shows.
Okay, all right.
So
calm down, Tiger.
I mean, I could have just took over and hosted and let him go back to his role, but I'm nice like that.
Well, and also that he would have probably, ended the show like an hour earlier.
And the fact I was just gonna say the fact that you actually let him, you know what I mean?
I learned from my mistakes.
Patrick, what do you think of Belgium this year?
I think they've been inconsistent. I think the golden generation of footballers that they had is starting to age. Like when I think of Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Dries Mertens,
Lukaku.
Lukaku. I think they're on the wrong side of. I think they had a missed opportunity. I think the
Where
last
is De
World Cup,
Bruyne?
De Bruyne now is at Napoli. He left at Man City and went to Napoli.
No,
And now he's
horrible place to be at.
I mean, they've been pretty successful.
I'm just saying.
What's with the Napoli hate?
No hate. I'm like, that's great for him. I mean, you kidding me? That's amazing.
Oh,
Well,
Great food where he plays.
well, if he doesn't clash with Antonio Conte, it's okay. But Antonio Conte is someone that is not. Yeah, Liam, I wish Chelsea had Kevin De Bruyne with Eden Hazard as prime. Considering we had both before we decided to sell Kevin De Bruyne to Wolfsburg, but Jeremy Doku is a good player. I just don't think Jeremy Doku can do it himself.
Phil,
I mean, you still got Tillemans is still.
But
he's in the 28s. I mean, he's not in the 30s like some of the other players.
Well,
I still think you can probably get something out of him.
But do you think that this current crop of Belgian players matches the previous, the
No.
previous generation? I mean, you had Thibaut Courtois. And you had a spine of a team with De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Lukaku. You had is Vincent Kompany Belgian?
He's Belgian, yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if
you had Vincent Kompany.
I'm trying to think. I think he was part of the semifinal team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would have been
I think under Roberto Martinez, they would have had that was a golden opportunity to win a World Cup. And for whatever reason, they never put it together. I feel it's a lot to me like the perceived golden generation in England when you had so much talent with Gerrard and with Gerrard and with Lampard and Rooney and Scholes and Gary Neville, and I mean you had a lot of good players but David Beckham. I mean, you thought that they would have won a World Cup with that squad, but they just never did. They never really gelled as a team. And I think Belgium, you could argue, had that same problem, but that's just my opinion.
And Robin van Persie is Dutch, so
Dutch, yes,
he wouldn't be on that Belgium team,
right?
Let's see. Going on to Group H, we got Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. So initially, I would say that Spain and Uruguay would probably come out of these groups, but after Uruguay's performance in the friendly and apparently the fallout because of that, I am putting them at risk of not even advancing. I don't know who would take the spot. I mean, Saudi Arabia has put some decent teams out before, so I'm not completely surprised on that. But I mean, I can't see Spain dropping any points here.
Are you sure Cabo Verde is not the favorite from this group?
I mean, in my heart, they are.
They are in mine.
Yes, but ultimately, we have to be realistic here.
Listen, I'm holding out hope. Like Donnie said earlier, I'm dying on that hill.
Die away.
Okay.
Go Tigers.
Just let it be known. Ed hates Portuguese-speaking countries. He just said
No,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Okay, next is Group I. This is an intriguing one to me.
It is.
France, Senegal, Norway, and then the winner of the playoffs between Bolivia, Suriname, and Iraq.
That's a sneaky tough group. I'm with Mike on this one.
Yeah, that's the group I'm kind of this is not my group of death. I mean, this is not what I think is gonna be the hardest group, but it's definitely the group I'm most intrigued in. Because really,
Erling Haaland playing against France. Ooh,
I mean, Haaland versus Mbappe is going to be the main focal point on that.
Yeah,
but Senegal, I can see coming out of this group. Senegal finds a way to reload every World Cup when they make it. I know back then people thought like, Ivory Coast or Ghana were like the two main African countries. Because Ghana has made it the furthest. Ivory Coast had the star power with Drogba and a few other.
Legend.
Toure was one of them. But Senegal, I would not put it past them right now.
Senegal has the most depth. I mean, like those countries you mentioned had star power, but beyond the star players, they didn't have a whole lot of depth.
Mm-hmm.
Senegal has quality players in every position, even if they aren't players that on the world stage. I mean, they're players that have, that are solid. They're good, solid players, and they're a good team. Emphasis on team.
Yeah, I know we're focusing on Mbappe versus Holland, but I mean Holland versus Mane. That's going to be another big matchup there. Yeah, I think Senegal definitely got the roster power to probably do some damage in this group. I will be curious how Norway does also, because we talked about that. There are teams that haven't been in a long time. Norway is one of them. Out of whoever comes out of that playoff, I don't really expect much from. Suriname would be interesting because they would be the first time in.
Yeah.
Don't really know much about Bolivia and Iraq to make an opinion on that.
Well, Bolivia without their home advantage are not nearly as imposing as they would be if they were playing in Bolivia.
Mm-hmm.
Norway, a dark horse. Yeah, well, when you've got a guy, Liam, like you said earlier, when you've got Holland on the pitch against 11 men, he will still score. I mean, he just has that ability. I mean, there's players that can put a team on their back. I think Holland's one of them. Even like him struggling is not the normal struggling. I mean, him scoring one goal in a game is him struggling. So
next we have Group J. Group J has Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
That's an intriguing group too.
This is what I think is going to be the hardest group.
Mm.
Now everyone's going to look at Argentina, of course, as the possible favorites in there. I think they'll probably come out of there. Really, second's probably going to be the hard side of that. You can make a case for Algeria. You can probably even make a case for Austria. Jordan is going to be one of those teams I think a lot of people don't know about, and they're going to make they're going to surprise a few people, especially because they were able to come out of qualifying pretty easily. But ultimately, I think that's the one I'm kind of most intrigued in following that. But not really much to talk about on there until we have rosters. Algeria is really coming down to what rosters are going to be. Group K, we have Portugal, Uzbekistan, Colombia, and then the winner of the other matchup between New Caledonia, Jamaica, and I do not remember who COD was.
DR Congo.
Oh, Democratic Republic of Congo. I am embarrassed. I did not know that. COD. No, it should be DOC. If it was DOC, I would have gotten that.
Right.
I'm gonna write FIFA a letter on that.
Well, it's DROC actually.
The one I'm looking at has DOC. They removed the R.
Yeah.
So,
well, no, it's the Democratic of Congo.
The Democratic of Congo. My bad.
Yes. Yes.
As much as I would like to see, I think out of the three, I think Democratic Republic of Congo is probably going to move on. I do not think they'll have a chance in this group. As much as I hate to say that, because I do like watching that team. I'm glad they knocked Nigeria out when they did. Really, Portugal, Colombia. I don't think there's any complaints there.
Portugal is one of those teams that just quietly they'll struggle in the group, and then they'll find a way to do just enough to put it together in the in the knockout stages. I don't know what it is about them. I mean, you could say, I guess, Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, but I mean,
there's one name, everybody knows about that.
But the thing is, with Portugal, there's more than just one name for me. I mean, they've got
I'm with you,
Bruno Fernandes, and just a whole host of names that they've got at this point.
So I'm going to make
Pedro
a comment.
Neto.
I'm going to make a comment, not to get on a tangent, but it sounds like you're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs of the World Cup. Continue.
How is that not a tangent?
Because I said continue. I'm not just going to elaborate on that. Anyway, it's a bump in the road.
Okay, so we're just gonna end the show after that because that's like, Donnie, leave the comparisons to me. Because I think after my
Well, you said they just kind of like, they kind of cruise along and they get into the night. It sounds like the Chiefs get in the playoffs and they can do some damage. They got that one player like Mahomes. Oh no, they got a few other players too. It's like, anyway,
playoffs.
I'm finished with my tangent. Go ahead.
I don't think this Chiefs team's got. We need a gong sound effect. Thank you. That's what we're missing. And
I go off on one tangent, and anyway,
one.
Well, let's move on to
How
Group
many of
L.
those beers have you had?
Let's move on to Group L and finish this, so we can actually move on to other topics because we still have FCS to talk about, and man, I am pissed about that. Group L, we have England, Croatia.
You were saying?
Where did you find that?
Absolutely awesome.
That is amazing.
You were saying? I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened? Okay, so the next group we have is England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. England, Croatia itself, that's going to be a great matchup. So, Patrick, what do you think of that? Because I do not trust these two.
Oh, give me the group again.
He was distracted.
England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
I could see Croatia winning this group.
Sorry.
I mean, England should, based on just amount of talent, but Croatia is sneaky good in these competitions. Even without is Luka Modric going to be playing in this World Cup, or did he retire from international football? I don't remember, but either way, Croatia is a tough ask for anyone in international competition. Panama is good. I'll give Mike that.
I was just going to say the Panama one.
But I think England, based on talent, should have enough to win this group. But I feel like it's a lot like the U.S. in terms of, you can't count out a team like Croatia. Croatia is now seasoned in these in like World Cups and in these competitions. But like Liam said, they're a brilliant team you can put out, and they have a great manager. Obviously, I love their manager, Thomas Tuchel. As a Chelsea supporter, I love that man. But yeah, it's just there's always something with England about not being able to get over the line, no matter how much talent they have on the pitch, no matter whether or not they've got a really good manager. Because I mean, you've had some really good managers, for England. And they seem to have done better under managers I wouldn't have expected them to do well under. Gareth Southgate being the one that comes to mind. But it's England's to lose. But I could easily see Croatia getting a result against them, and Panama if England's not careful.
I was about to say, I can see Ghana possibly coming out of this group.
The Black Stars?
The Black Stars. But after kind of rethinking about it, especially with Croatia and Panama, I don't think so.
I don't think this is the Ghana of Michael Essien days.
Ghana will come out of the group if they were playing the United States, because that's just how the prophecy goes.
Oh, wow. That's not really, we're going with that like that?
Listen, there are some scars that never heal. Even if you do beat them later on in a group, it never heals.
Well,
I'm with you.
Well, I mean, Ghana can't get past Uruguay because Luis Suarez is a great goalkeeper.
Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, I'd welcome a World Cup with my birth nation, but I don't think Germany's going to win it this year.
No.
Interesting.
No, it's going to be it's going to be like Super Kai Havertz getting the goals they need, right? Because he's a midfielder. I mean, he's a forward. I mean, he's a midfielder. We don't know what he is.
He's something.
He's a footballer. How about
He's
that?
a player.
You cannot
Yeah.
put him in just one
Liam-
position. Okay.
Liam Etienne is one of my favorite players of all time. So underrated. What a player he would have been without injuries. He was still a great player, the Bison. But without injuries, one of the best midfielders in the world.
No, I think the car brand is not bad.
Yeah, I was about to say I drive a Kia, Mike.
Nice,
Or
I
you
drove
could-
Kia,
wait,
too.
are you talking about Kia Jorbakian?
We're all waiting for that one, weren't we? It was just
Is he talking about Kia Jorbakian, the super agent?
I don't know what he's talking about. Probably is.
Donnie probably knows. Oh,
Nope.
Claude Makalele.
Makelele.
Oh, Claude Makalele. Oh,
Okay, so let me go over
man,
some.
behind the DM position.
So let me go over some Premier League scores, and then we're going to move on to FCS. So we got Aston Villa beating Arsenal 2-1. And basically, Aston Villa won this on a walk-off, pretty much the last kick of the game.
Did you just call it a walk-off?
Yes, a walk-off. We have American fans here. We have to use terms that work for them,
Fair
like
enough.
Donnie and Ed.
Fair enough.
I appreciate that. That's pretty good.
Bournemouth and Chelsea drew 0-0. Chelsea would have won if they got a red card like all their other games.
Oh, terrible result. Terrible result. Actually, we were fortunate to not lose that game, considering that Semenyo had a goal probably in the first 10 minutes, and it was chalked off due to offside.
Everton won 3-0 against Forest.
Everton's been on a good run of form.
Yeah, but think about how good Everton would be if they actually had a good center forward. Like, I feel like they wouldn't be. They'd probably be.
Listen, they have Jack Grealish. What else do they need?
I mean, well, they need a lot actually, but I mean, they're in 7th. I can't fault them for that.
But I mean, since probably the past 2 months, they've been on a great run of form.
They really have. Man City beat Sunderland 3-0. Sunderland gets a red card. A little disappointed in Sunderland on that one. I think
Yeah.
they just ran out of steam, which sucks. But I mean, I think it's safe to say they're not going to be relegated. But I mean, still,
Yeah, no. But I mean, Ryan Cherokee is back, and boy, did he look good.
right.
Whew.
Newcastle beat Burnley 2-1. Burnley with a red card. Tottenham beat Brentford 2-0.
Yeah.
Lucky.
1-0 lucky. 2, give it a little bit of a all right, extra lucky.
Liam, I remember that.
That is all we're going to mention of Everton today. We're not going to mention anything else. We've moved on.
But yeah, that was a bad weekend to lose to them when they had 10 men, considering there was another game that weekend, if memory serves me right, where where there was something with 10 men where the team with 11 actually came back and won, unlike United that day. So that was it. Yeah.
Leeds and Liverpool tied 3-3. Liverpool really should have won that, but Tanaka got a goal in the stoppage time, 90th minute.
I didn't know Tatanka played for Leeds.
Tanaka.
Oh, I
Tatanka.
thought you said Tatanka. I'm like,
not Tatanka.
okay, sorry.
All right. That is how dare you bring up Tatanka on this show? What is wrong with you? Then we go on to Sunday's result. Brighton and West Ham tied 1-1. Oh man, West Ham really screwed this one up. They really had a chance to win this, and they just did not do it.
The boys gave everything.
They really did. Can we still use that if Potter's not there anymore?
No, we can't. I just had to use it though.
That was the only Sunday game to talk about. There was not another one, so we can move on from there. Definitely no Crystal Palace Fulham game. We don't need to talk about that. Screw it. So yeah, Crystal Palace won 2-1. I will say Fulham did not play bad in this game. They actually had a goal that VAR did take off, to be fair. That would have brought it down. That brought it to 2-1 for them. I think that kind of changed a little bit of it. But I don't know what to make of Fulham, honestly. I don't feel like they're bad enough to be relegated, but I also don't feel like they're good enough to be mid-table, if that makes sense. They're just kind of in purgatory right now.
Yikes.
They're kind of like a lame duck in the league almost. I mean, it's like
That's a bad place to be.
well, I'd rather be there. I'd rather be there for the money than to get relegated, though.
No, that is true.
I mean, I do have to give credit. I mean, having a 2-1 loss with Cecil Young not even playing, I don't think that. I mean, I guess you could find some silver lines there. Their best player was not there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And they got a good manager. I like Marco Silva.
I'll be curious how the VARs on corners go. Because that's like one thing that I understand VARs on goals and red cards because you're kind of already stopping the play to kind of verify everything. Corners, I feel like you can't really stop as much because that's really going to disrupt flow. But unless they have like a very quick way of doing it where they don't have to check the screen, possibly.
I can't wait to see this for a corner.
We'll see. And then, of course, today's matchup, Manchester United beat Wolves 4-1. Poor Wolves. Poor Wolves.
Hasn't that been the theme of this year? Like, poor Wolves.
And Liam, a question for you: do you retain faith in Ruben Amorim? Do you think he's about to turn a corner, or how do you feel about him? I've talked to other United supporters, and I've gotten mixed reviews. So.
I was going to check something on Wolves real quick.
I'm going to repeat. Do you think Rob Edwards wishes he could take back that decision and he wishes he was still at Middlesbrough?
I still don't get why he left.
I know he has a connection to the club. I want to say he played for Wolves, or I know he coached there. He was not as manager, but I know he was like a first team coach there.
Like realistically, just go ahead.
No, I just don't understand why he would want to go back there with the club in the state that it's in.
Yeah. Realistically, Wolves' next win may be their FA Cup draw. Because here's who they have next. They're at Arsenal away. That's going to be a bloodbath. They have Brentford at home. They're actually, you know what? If there's a team that Wolves can beat with the way they're playing right now, December 27th, they're at Anfield at Liverpool. With everything that's gone wrong with Liverpool, I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves gets a result with this, by the way they're going. Then,
so what I'm hearing is Strand Larson is going to have a brace.
You don't want to give him the hat trick?
Why not? Let's give him the hat trick. Strand Larson with the hat trick. How about that?
Okay. Polly clip that.
I can do some reels on that one, so let's keep it posted.
Yeah, so they're away at Liverpool, away at Man United, then at home at West Ham, away at Everton, and then their FA Cup matchup is against Shrewsbury. And that's at home. That's at Molyneux. So,
listen, I'm not going to put it past Shrewsbury Town to beat Wolves.
I'm not either.
Even if it's at Molyneux. I mean, the FA Cup is one of the beautiful things about the FA Cup is the upsets that can take place, and one of the best things is the days out that supporters from non-league teams or League 2, League 1 get going to Premier League grounds. And the beauty of it is that a lot of times some of them can go and get a result. It's a beautiful competition. I love the FA Cup.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's go over our La Liga teams real quick.
Yeah, true story, Liam.
So Villarreal
and Chelsea got beat by Bradford City. So trust me, I feel you on that.
Oh yeah, we had a good talk about the Grimsby Town ones, didn't we?
Yes, we sure did. I know I did.
Yeah. Villarreal, Ed's team, beats Getafe 2-0.
Listen, that's the only thing I got going for me this weekend. My soccer teams, my football team. Sorry, Liam, my football teams, because my American football team shit the bed. Blame the coach. But there's that, and then my picks. Oh my god, did they stop?
Isn't that every weekend?
Wow.
Have you tried adopting more teams like Donnie does?
I should at this point.
Patrick, Real Betis loses to Barcelona 5-3. I did not see this one. Donnie, Atletico Madrid losing 1-0 to Athletic Bilbao.
I know. Like, what the hell happened there? Jeez.
Did they travel to the Basque region for that?
That was in the Basque region, yes.
And they were not basking in the glory on that one.
Wow.
Zero basking.
You know what? I'll give a slight.
Yeah, you know what? That one wasn't half
for
bad.
that one. I'll give him that one.
Yeah.
Good job, Donnie. See, again, you drop it and you keep it going.
That's right.
But of course, the one that you guys are all curious about after the terrible.
I guess
performance-
old men stick together.
I didn't say that. Do not gong
No,
me.
I'm with you, Virgil. I'm with you. I'm with
Where's
you.
that gong at?
So the one that you're curious about. Ever since I've taken over Sevilla as my leader team, they have still not won a game.
I feel like I entered a Chinese restaurant.
They drew Valencia 1-1.
Bro, they
Oh.
have not won a game.
No,
By the way, who is Sevilla?
I can't say that because we have new
You can't.
people here and they
It's
don't know
the
what that means.
Virgil.
See, now you can say it.
It's the Virgil.
But of course, the real upset that everyone wants to know, and yes, I had a good Saturday morning. Kaiserslautern beats Dynamo Dresden 3-1 in the Bundesliga 2. So at least something went right for me this week.
Seinfeld party of 4.
Listen, this is the result that takes Kaiserslautern on the way to promotion.
I mean, they're sitting in 6th right now on the table. They're a 2-pack from Hanover at 26 points. But the Schalke lead is starting to grow.
Oh no, are we gonna have Schalke back in the Bundesliga?
Well, I mean, they're sitting 4 points clear of the top right now, so probably a good, probably a good bet.
Joe, I re-entered the chat and I hear a gong. Am I being punked?
Only other
Sure you
soccer,
are not.
only other soccer news to talk about, and even though I do not follow this league, I feel like I'd be remiss not to mention it, considering most of our base is from America. MLS final has happened. Inter Miami beat Vancouver 3-1.
Crazy.
Listen, Don Garber's finally happy because he was able to give Messi his MLS Cup.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean that's really the only positive thing I can say there.
Wow. You guys really do hate Inter Miami that much, don't you?
Well, listen, I like Messi fine.
Messi's not a problem with me.
Yeah, it's is it Jorge Mas that
Yes.
owns the Inter Miami? My problem is with Jorge Mas, not with Messi. Like Messi's a brilliant footballer. He's a genius, and I don't begrudge him any success that he has. But I don't like how there's a rule for most other MLS teams, but like LAFC and Inter Miami get special treatment. That's how it feels.
I bet it drives you nuts though that they wear pink and that's your favorite color.
It does. It does.
Sorry.
I'm going to take that gong away somehow. I don't know.
I don't know who that was on. I started to talk. I'm like, should I have not said a word?
Is it time? Is that your alarm to take more leave, Ed?
I think the best way is Brian will win the Bundesliga. Harry Kane getting his second trophy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam's not wrong.
No, you're right, Liam.
Virgil was glossing over the whole Bundesliga. He didn't even want to talk about Bundesliga.
Man.
Donnie, do you know who Bayern Munich even played?
Who they play? Stuttgart.
Because you have it up right now, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, of course he does. Well, I got to give it credit for
By
that.
the way,
It was a 5-0 thrumping.
thrumping.
Trumping.
They thrumped it.
What are we in the 40s here? What the hell are we talking about here?
The 1740s, yes. By the way, Donnie, with your long history of supporting Bayern Munich of however long that is,
5 months.
yeah. How do you feel about losing Nico Jackson to the Africa Cup of Nations? I mean, how are you going?
I don't like.
How are you
losing
possibly
anyone.
going to survive with only having Harry Kane and Carl and some of these Sebastian Carl and some of these other players? How is Bayern going to possibly survive without Nico Jackson?
I don't know. I mean, I hate to lose anybody, but as long as Harry gets his customary goals, I'm satisfied.
And I heard there's a player named Luis Diaz that you also have that is not leaving for the Africa Cup of Nations who can also score goals, right?
I think we've got a lot of guys that can score goals, actually.
Yeah, you guys have guys that can score 5 goals in like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, how long until Vincent Kompany leaves to take the Man City job?
Oh, by the way,
That's a good question, actually.
do y'all not think he looks like Dak Prescott a lot?
What
when he's
company?
wearing yeah, when he's wearing a baseball cap on the side.
I mean, I can kind of see the resemblance.
Every time I look up there, especially if it's like bad weather and he's got that jacket up, I just look at it. It looks like Dak's over there, like coaching the team or something.
Yeah. By the way, you have
It's
a
just one
fan
of
of
those
your
weird things.
thrumping. Yeah, you have a fan of your thrumping.
Hey, there's tub thumping and there's thrumping.
Did you try to make a Chumbawamba reference?
Hey, I drop it. I did that.
Well, speaking of pissing the night away, let's talk about FCS now.
Oh,
Because man,
Good transition.
wow.
I will say this: I love upsets. I love the fact what happened about one of the games that we will be talking about because the historical significance of that is massive.
Do we
But-
have to?
By the
Yes,
way,
we have.
by the way, Liam, just so you know, we're transitioning to American football, but this would be, I guess, the equivalent of like what League One, American
Yeah.
football.
I guess
Or would you say championship?
I would consider this championship.
Yeah, I would say champion.
So Liam, just so you know, when we're saying FCS, we're talking about it's like second tier American college football.
Hey, Liam gets it. He's a San Francisco 49ers fan. He knows what you're talking about.
Wow.
Guys, listen. I am at DEFCON 4 right now with this.
Why is that?
Mercer losing is not even half.
Oh, they didn't lose. They got thrown.
No. You're right.
No,
Mercer.
they never showed up.
Mercer never showing up, having 3 interceptions in the first 4 of their drives. Yeah, I saw the game. Don't act like I didn't. Yeah,
The worst part is that happened in Macon.
that happened in Macon. Yes, they
Right.
did get knocked down. They did not come back up again.
But
But
someone's
guys,
going to keep them down.
my worst nightmare is about to happen. There is a possibility we may have the cowards having the easiest road to the finals.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I am not taking this well. I am not.
Why
taking
is that? Tell me, please. Tell me. Why is that?
because I have spent this entire year telling you how much of a coward this team is for having the no contest with Mercer, a game that probably wouldn't even have put them in the top 8. And now
And-
here we are.
And then Mercer goes and does that.
And Mercer goes and does that, and then here we are with the only obstacle that could have stopped them next week gone.
Gong him.
Don't gong me, gong yourself. Like, what am I going to do? Like, so this is where we're at. This is where we're at. I am about to live my personal hell if UC Davis beats Illinois State next week.
By
But
the way, Polly, can you please clip this?
And by the way, this is the FCS version of Eric ranting tomorrow. And nobody tell Eric about the gong. And you've got to just drop a gong on him at some point.
I will.
Okay.
Just got to remind me.
Okay.
oh,
'Cause
and
I'm
for the
gonna forget.
record, no, what I'm doing is preparing you guys for tomorrow.
Oh, I'm prepared.
Because no, you think no, Donnie,
I'm
Donnie.
prepared.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You think you're prepared. I don't think you're really prepared.
Are we really prepared for what Eric has to say? Because
I do not think any of
none of
us
us
are.
are.
truly
I don't think none
prepared.
of us are.
I've already gotten a preview. You're not ready.
Oh, I texted him. Listen, I love you, Eric. So I was like, hey, are you really not going to pick? Right? Because he's not going to pick. And he goes like, I might, but don't expect me to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So we're
And-
not. But like I said, my crash out about UC Davis is just a real primer to get these guys ready to deal with something that's actually more serious and not a bit that went way beyond it needed to go.
It went too far, and now UC Davis is going to be like,
But I'm going to counter that. They're running into some boys from Illinois State
This is true.
that are doing something serious.
This
Those
is-
boys from
and
Illinois
did
State
some
just
did
took
some
care of some
serious.
business this weekend.
And I remember when we were talking about some of the matchups, Illinois State, like I said, Illinois State is a team that is potentially a lot better than where they were placed. I mean, I said they have that quarterback Rittenhouse. He is a good quarterback. Like
Yeah.
he is really good.
I've been
But
talking about them for weeks.
we have been. You have been, yes. But guys, how can you explain to me how a team can have 5 turnovers on the road against the number 1 team
and
and beat
still
them.
manages to win?
and still manage to beat them? This is one of these. These are just one of the games I will never
In
understand.
what world does this happen?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I have no words for this. I did not expect for North Dakota State at North Dakota, mind you, right? To just at the end just
Yeah, you don't see somebody coming into the dome and doing that.
But I'm sorry, guys. I do need to go on a little tangent though, real quick.
Lord.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
go.
We'll be talking about this more on tomorrow. But whenever I hear any of these, it's not a full screen rant.
Okay,
But
you just said you wanted to
Says
go on
you.
a rant.
Well, no, but it's not that full screen because but whenever I see these people, I'm going to call them what they are, these jackoffs, saying group of 5 teams do not belong because it looks like, oh, they're just going to lose anyway with all, it's a preconceived, it's already over its conclusion.
Yeah.
Games like this is why you play the games.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Illinois State was a 28.5 underdog going into this. I did not give them a chance. Nobody here gave them a chance.
I didn't pick them.
No, nobody here picked them. And so to see that happen, that's the thing. This is why you play the games, because you never know what's going to happen.
And listen, and no disrespect to Illinois State, none whatsoever.
No,
okay,
none.
whatsoever. A great team, great win, amazing win. But if you look at all year, North Dakota State was the better team all year long. Like, I mean, in and out, every single game, they were the best team. They went undefeated until that very point.
Disgusting.
Huh?
That disrespect that you just gave to Illinois State's disgusting.
That's fine. They can feel disrespected all they want. I could give 2 shits. I'm gonna go to sleep and fine. But the truth is the truth.
Fair enough.
Then remember, North Dakota State came into Normal and beat them.
Right.
Handily.
Yeah.
Handily.
And again, like what you said, Virgil, you have all those turnovers, and you're telling me that you still managed to just still win the game?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even?
It's called grit.
I mean, that's just something you can't. You don't coach that. That's something you just
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I said it's grit. It's team spirit. I mean, it's sticking it out.
All right, so let's go over a lot of these results because there's been a few surprises in here. A few disappointments.
One of them
also.
for sure. Been mad one of them. Besides that,
so the first one, Villanova beat Lehigh. Pretty close game. Not really a lot of scoring. A lot of it happened in the second half. Villanova does pull it out in the end. You know what? Good for the CAA. Good for them.
Put some respect on Villanova's name.
Yeah, I'll give Nova some credit.
I had Lehigh winning that game. Obviously,
I
was wrong.
Only one person had Nova. You can probably guess who.
Oh, Donnie.
Nope.
Oh, really?
No, I went with Lehigh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're confusing Villanova with Yale.
I apologize.
Which we'll get to that one too, because I've got an opinion on that. South
You have an opinion on
Dakota.
all the games tonight.
Huh?
You got an opinion on all the games tonight.
Good. We're a sports show. Hello.
Are we? Is that what we
spit
talk about here?
opinions. We spit opinions, man.
Is that what we talk about on here?
Listen,
Okay, South Dakota, Mercer.
I think we've covered this one.
We've covered this one.
I had South
agree.
Dakota. Who else had South Dakota?
I think you were the only. No, someone else had South Dakota. I
No,
forgot.
Donnie
Eric.
did.
No, I
it
took
was Eric.
Mercer.
I think Eric.
It might have
had
been
South
Eric.
Dakota.
I could have sworn you picked South Dakota.
No,
No, but
I
you
went with Virgil.
You all drank. That was your problem. You went with me. You all
Yeah.
drank the Kool-Aid I gave you for Mercer. And you
See,
know what?
that's the thing, though. I didn't
apologize.
believe I still didn't believe in Mercer.
Oh, well, I
But
went with
didn't.
Mercer. I go with the colleges in my state.
That's true. You do that.
Well,
Except
and
for-
I thought South
UGA
Dakota.
side.
I thought South Dakota traveling down there was going to affect them a little bit too, but
The travel, the time difference.
no, I just went with Mercer because I support my boy Virgil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Liam,
well,
big
a lot
ups
of
to
good
you,
that
though.
did to you.
I know.
Liam, thanks for sticking with us, though, even if you don't know
Appreciate
what
you.
North Dakota is. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
See if I listen to him again.
Come back, man. Hit that subscribe button, brother.
Yep.
You don't know where North Dakota is.
Listen, a shameless plug. Help us get to 500.
It's above South Dakota, Liam.
Okay, bro, for real. Like that is like the dumbest thing you could say right there, dude.
What are you
It's
doing?
okay.
We're-
It's between
we're-
South
we're
Dakota.
Dakota. Oh,
It's
I don't know.
between South
Above
Dakota and It's between South Dakota and Canada. Anyway,
Okay.
Moving
So-
on.
Illinois State, North Dakota State. We've already kind of talked about that. Tarleton.
Man, this is the one I was surprised about. Not gonna lie.
Were you expecting North Dakota to win?
I was expecting I had them winning, and then
Yes, you did.
two, I was because I told you I've been on North Dakota, but like I at least at the very least I expected it to be closer than this.
So yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, it was 13-7 at half, and then Tarleton State scored
Enough
11,
is
or-
enough.
Yeah, enough is enough, and they turned it on. It's good to see. I'm glad Tarleton won because I felt like if North Dakota pulled that one off, we'd be hearing like the Missouri Valley talk all over again.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
nobody
yeah.
better. So it's nice to see. And I was big on North Dakota too, but I just thought Tarleton was gonna
Yeah.
run over
Listen,
them.
Tarleton is a stronger team this year. That's 100%. And I should have known better, but I went with my heart instead of my head on that one. It's
Respect Stephenville, Texas. They were partying.
sure.
Then we go over to so let's talk about this game. Yale at Montana State. I have been a detractor on Montana State. I have said before that although they're ranked where they're ranked, I don't really believe in this team. The Yale game kind of showed that.
They're not going to win the championship, but
No, but I mean, like they were also a 28.5-point favorite over Yale, and Yale really stuck into this game.
well, Yale was also supposed to lose against
Youngstown.
Youngstown State, and look what happened at the end.
They came back.
Well, what Yale has done for the Ivy League in the in the FCS has done the Ivy League conference a world of good. So credit to Yale for that.
Mhm.
Because with all due respect to Harvard did not do that.
And see, I'm curious next year how that's going to affect Ivy League and rankings. Because, usually, and this is the thing with FCS that it's kind of hard to separate because you have three conferences that, at the time you had three conferences that were not part of the playoff conversation. You had the Ivy League, you had the SWAC, and you had the MEAC. Now with the Ivy League part of that, I'm wondering if rankings will be more kind of favorable towards them, considering how they perform in here. Because, I mean, at the time, remember when the ratings first came out, it was just Harvard. Yale wasn't even in consideration for a ranking. They were getting, maybe receiving votes, but all it took for them was to beat Harvard to even be considered. Remember, they actually had to win the Ivy League to be in this playoff.
Right.
So, I don't know.
They acquitted themselves well, though.
Oh, they did. I think they did a really good showing for Ivy League. So I'll be curious how Ivy League is perception for Ivy League next year will be.
And I was surprised Harvard got in too and got knocked out first round. So I thought they would have gone a little bit better too. But
Mike, tomorrow night's War Games, okay? There's 2 rings.
Do I have to bring Cholo Virgil out for this? I may have to.
Yes, you do. You do.
Please do. Can you wear a bandana?
No.
Come on.
is this
No.
going to be? Are we going to
Maybe
call
like-
this?
Bandana right here.
Do I need to buy you a California burrito?
I think we
That-
need
yeah.
to. Hey, I think we need to promote this and label this DHCFC1.
This one?
Yeah, it'd be the first DHCFC.
Oh.
Don't they number all the UFC fights? This will be the first one.
Mm.
I'm not the one in charge of name. I've already gave that
Okay.
person. Yeah, he's like, okay,
It's
it's
not
a bad
me.
idea. Let's not.
I was going to say
Okay,
it's
that
not
didn't
me. I
land
was
well.
promoted.
Well, no, because like when you said FC, my first thought was DHC Football Club.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should have
was
said
thinking.
DHCUFC1.
See, that would have been better because I
Okay.
actually understood that one.
All right.
Yeah.
My
I was
bad.
going to say.
That's not on you. That was just crossed wires on me. Sorry,
No,
Patrick. go
it's
ahead.
on Donnie.
All right,
Go
I'm
ahead,
done with
Patrick.
my tangent. Oh, by the way, I think Yale. You can tell me because you got all the stats. I think Yale was the only road team that I picked out of the FCS playoff games.
I think you picked another one. I mean, I closed it earlier. Let me take a look and see what road games you picked, because I thought you picked the other game that we're going to talk about.
Oh, maybe.
The
No,
Montana,
no, you're right. You're right.
No, I
you're
think
right.
this was the only road one. I think I went with the home team on all of them. Except
You're right.
this one.
Yeah, that was your only road team.
Yeah.
I made a pick thinking of the producer, and I got burned again. And
Why do you guys do this?
This is going to be the last time I'm going to do this. I am not doing this again with him.
Do not go off picks. Do not go off picks that I tell you to make. I do not. Disclaimer: I do not tell you guys to make these picks.
I'm just letting you know.
It is not my fault. I am a charismatic personality that you guys decide to follow.
I'm just saying. I made this pick thinking that's like, you know what? Let's go with this. Let's go with it. You know what I mean? And I got burned, and
So
I should have known better.
So you're talking about South Dakota State at Montana?
No, not this one. Nope.
Which one are you talking about then?
UC Davis, Rhode Island.
Okay, that one was not terrible, but we're going to get to that game.
Terrible.
That one was not as
Have you
terrible.
seen the score? It was
have-
terrible.
I have seen the score, and Rhode Island had a halftime lead, and I was happy, and then it went to shit afterwards.
Yeah, big shit.
Yes. So
I know Montana on this one. I picked the Grizz.
South Dakota State beating Montana. That means both North Dakota State and South Dakota State are out. So that means actually, I had that stat up.
It's a new year for championship. It's a new champion.
Yeah. Listen, lovers of bison and jackrabbits are very sad today.
I'm a Jackrabbits fan, and I'm sad to see them, but I kind of knew that the Grizz were just a much better team, man.
Yeah.
Well, I picked the Jackrabbits because of Ed, so Ed steered me wrong too.
I didn't steer you on because I didn't pick them.
So the first time since 2020, and that was Sam Houston, we will have a winner in the FCS playoffs that is not North Dakota State or South Dakota State.
Wow.
That's good for the sport, though.
I agree. Yeah.
The fact that they're out in the quarters means like that. Honestly, like I was going to watch the games anyway. Let's be honest. It's adding another level of intrigue because I really do not know who's going to come out of this now.
Listen, the Grizz are still a very strong team. Yeah. Stephen F. Austin is still a really good team. And then you still got, whether we like it or not, you got two teams in South Dakota and Illinois State that could definitely make some noise.
I mean, that's true. And even if the Missouri Valley does win another one, the fact that it's one of those two teams, I mean, that's a shock in itself.
Yeah. It creates new storylines for next year at the very least.
Oh God, imagine next year. Woo, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, even if it's within the Missouri Valley Conference, I mean, you'll take stories in the FCS where you can take them.
Exactly. Yeah. So Abilene Christian loses to Stephen F. Austin. Pretty good game there. I thought Abilene Christian was going to pull it out, but not quite. Stephen F. Austin was just the better team. Then Rhode Island loses to UC Davis, 47-26. Just
heck of a second half from UC Davis.
Heck of a second half for UC Davis, guys. I'm not a person that looks at a halftime score and thinks it's over there, but let's say I already had a few things crafted ready for this if it was going to happen, and nope, did not happen.
Wait, was this another Texas A&M South Carolina?
No, I had nothing prepared for that one. I knew that one was going to end badly, but. Ed, you always say, if you follow me, that you're going to pick wrong. Well, the one time you should have followed me was the SWAC championship. Because Prairie View A&M beat Jackson.
I went with Jackson State.
And who followed me for Prairie View A&M?
Well, I wasn't here. Remember that. Also, I wasn't here.
That was Mr. Patrick.
Yeah.
Prairie View A&M, baby.
After Prairie View A&M burned us when they played Alabama State. Did we learn any better? No, we did not.
No.
But that will set up Prairie View A&M versus South Carolina State in the Celebration Bowl, and I am looking forward to that.
That's going to be fun. Game. That's going to be a great football game.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait to talk about all these ball games, by the way. I'm so excited for bowl games. I know some colleges have decided to opt out, bunch of cowards.
Oh,
every single one.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Donnie, do you have a bowl this year?
Yeah.
Did you invest in one?
You will only get an excuse, a reason for you to opt out if you're changing a head coach.
Well, that's what I was about to say, because a lot of these teams, some of these teams are.
Yeah. Otherwise, even with a losing record, you can still go to the bowl game, right?
Right.
Like if you're losing your head coach and your coaching staff, okay, dude, I got you, homie.
Yeah,
You can
but no,
bow
I
out.
can't. No, I'm not going to fault Kansas State and Iowa State for declining because they both lost their head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Why do I feel like we're gonna have this something to talk about with this tomorrow night?
no, wait. Have you seen the schedule for FCS the next round?
Yes, I was about to
The
pull that up.
quarterfinals?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
So we're going to talk about those real quick. So for
Oh
next
my
week,
god.
oh wait, hold on. Dang it. I hate it when it does that. When you go on ESPN and you have it
It
drilled
automatically
down to
changes
one
it to FPS.
diametric- I hate it when it does that. Yeah.
Annoying as shit.
Okay, so our quarterfinal games here: Stephen F. Austin at Montana State, Villanova at Tarleton State,
Eh.
South Dakota at Montana, and Illinois State against the Cowards. Illinois State, please do that. I need this.
Do
Please,
what you did with
Illinois
North Dakota State.
I will counterpick against the Cowards until I am blue in the face. And if the Cowards win the FCS, that means I died because I am too blue in the face.
Listen, we need some Redbird redemption, okay?
For real.
Like that. Like I will buy a house in Normal, Illinois if this
No,
happens.
you won't.
You're right, I won't.
You're right.
Do the easy thing. Get Donnie to buy it for you.
Two houses in this economy? No.
Are you out of your mind?
No, like Donnie's going to feel it.
But we are going to be picking these. But which one of these games are you looking the most forward to?
I have two.
South Dakota, Montana.
That's one.
I was gonna say Stephen F. Austin, Montana State. I think that's
That's
the
two.
Friday night game. I think that's the juicy
I mean,
one
I'll
right
ta-
there.
Yeah, I'll take either one, but I don't know that. For me, the intrigue of I mean, the Grizz are always good, right? But but after South Dakota's thrumping, shall we say, of Mercer, since that's now become a word on this show,
Hey,
thrumping.
let's make it go viral.
Yeah, but
I may call the episode that.
thrumping.
There you go.
Listen, that's gonna cause a whole bunch more searches. But anyways, the Montana against South Dakota, but yeah, Stephen F. Austin against Montana State's gonna be a good one. So,
I like
two
this
good games.
Montana State, Stephen F. Austin, and then the Montana, South Dakota. Montana could potentially win the championship.
I think
See,
that side of the bracket.
Phew.
How funny
Am I
would
right
it
saying
be?
that's all on the same side of the bracket? Is that right?
Are they? Let's see.
Yeah,
Where's-
Montana
Or
State
wait,
are
is
the
it-
same side.
Is the
No.
bracket up and down, or is it left and right?
No,
I forget
Montana State are on the same side.
Okay,
Oh,
so like I
That's
said,
too
so
bad though, man.
I
Because
was gonna say,
man,
you've got like a really strong side of the bracket versus the other side that still has really good teams, but not with some of the teams that are out.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe not as strong on paper as you would say about the right, as you'd say on the other side. Is that
I'd love
fair?
to see Montana State championship. After you've had North Dakota State, South Dakota State, now all of a sudden you got two Montana schools playing.
but again, I
Oh,
think
that-
we're sleeping on Illinois State.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
So I don't have the bracket. Who's on which side here? The Montana State,
Oh.
Stephen F. Austin's one side. Who else is on the same side with them?
Okay, so on
Montana, South Dakota.
on the top left
Okay,
side,
gotcha.
the top left side we got Illinois State, UC Davis.
Yep.
Bottom left we have Villanova, Tarleton State. Bottom right is South Dakota, Montana. Top right is Montana State, Stephen F. Austin.
So
So
Am I right
Montana,
in saying-
Montana State cannot meet each other at the championship.
No, they would meet in the
Yeah.
semis because they don't
right.
reseed.
Yep.
Really, the game that I'm kind of most intrigued about was the one that was not mentioned:
Villanova, Tarleton State.
Villanova, Tarleton.
Why?
Villanova, I feel like has played a lot better than I would expect them to. Honestly, I'm surprised they beat Lehigh. Anyway,
There
Um,
isn't.
I'm just kind of curious. I don't know. That game just kind of makes me a little curious. Like, I think Tarleton, man, Ed was really insulted by that.
yeah. well, by the way, and technically, Liam, there is just a Dakota. There's Dakota Fanning, the actress, but there's not a state just called Dakota.
And I was going to say sometimes people refer to both of them as the Dakotas, so kind of group them together.
Oh,
Anyway.
Since Ed stepped away for a minute, Donnie, let's talk about D2 for a minute. Because, man, Newberry did it again.
Yep. I talked about this morning, and I'd love to see them get past Ferris State, and
That's a tall task.
that's a tall task. I know, but
Do you think Ferris State's going to have a day off though?
I mean, anybody could have a bad day. I hope it's theirs.
Well, their
We'll see.
quarterback Bueller could struggle. I mean, he takes days off every once in a while.
I wonder if Ferris State. It would be funny if they haven't done it already for this game, or maybe if they do get past this game in the championship, to give out shirts on every seat that say "Save Ferris." But anyway,
I feel like they've probably done that before.
they probably have.
Can I pour one out though for Albany State?
Go
At
ahead.
least they had a good season.
They did have a good season. When I saw their performance against Benedict, I was kind of thinking, I don't know if they're going to beat Newberry. But
No, you're right. They didn't.
Donnie, did we get credit? Did we get credit?
We did.
Okay, just making
yeah, so
sure.
I gave you guys your props.
Okay, making sure.
So we are at the we're in the semifinals for Division 2, and that is Ferris State against Newberry and Kutztown against Harding.
Carroll, baby. Sorry. I know I'm late on this one. John Carroll, baby.
We haven't gotten there yet. That's Division 3.
Oh,
We're on 2.
We're on 2.
oh, I'm blind. Remember this.
Man, 8 o'clock versus 8:30, and now Division 2 versus Division 3.
Okay, slow your fucking roll, brother. I will struggle.
Well, see, and I didn't think he was going to disrespect. Oh, never mind.
Nope.
So out of the 4 schools that are bad there, Newberry has actually had the hardest road to come by because they played all ranked seeds.
Yeah.
They're about to play the top.
They're
Right.
about to play the top. Ferris State got a little lucky running into.
Leon, you don't understand. Like, this is what happens when you get old. You don't want this. You want
Right.
to wear no glasses. I wish I didn't.
Getting old, I'm like the youngest guy here, and I probably had glasses longer than anybody.
And while we're
I'm
talking to
doing
Liam, we're in the off season, but at some point we're gonna have to circle back to this whole Mets thing, but not for tonight. Like, come on, dude.
Is he a Mets fan?
Liam, we talk a whole lot of baseball too when it's in season.
Don't you worry, Liam.
He said he loves the Mets, so yeah, circle back around in the spring.
Liam, are you across the pond?
We'll give you crap about that.
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know if he said it earlier. Is he across the pond?
I don't know if he ever did. I know he said he's from England, obviously, but
yeah,
I didn't know if he was stateside.
It's on my bucket list to go, dude. Definitely.
Thanks, Liam. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
You.
I mean, as much as I want Newberry to advance, and I hope they do, fingers crossed, I kind of have a feeling it's going to come down to Ferris State and Kutztown, to be honest.
Wow. Thanks for joining us so late over there.
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. It's the middle of the night.
See, I don't. Kutztown and Harding, I think it's a coin flip. I would prefer now. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Ferris versus Kutztown. That's a 1-2 matchup. I would love to do that.
That's why I say it's like tracking to be that.
Yeah.
Because they've both been so solid.
Dude.
But I would love for Newberry to upset the card here a little bit. So we'll see.
I don't know, man. I've always been a fan of Ferris State.
If nothing else, the fact that Newberry has made it this far is great for them and a great accomplishment for school here in South Carolina.
Okay, so Ed, now you can talk about John Carroll.
Did you guys see that ending?
I did.
Absolutely. Holy Jesus. What a wild set of events. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, University Heights, Cleveland, let's go. Represent, baby. John Carroll. I just did not see this coming. And then I got to hand it to them. You got to give respect to Mount Union, right? They said, I was like, no, we're going to go for the win.
Yep.
Good for them. Good for them. Obviously, it didn't work out the way they thought that it was going to work out. Just like the Browns, it didn't work out. They thought that Stefanski thought it was going to work out. Having a rookie running back throwing a ball. Anyways,
Why are you making us about the Browns?
because it just pisses me off.
That's fair enough.
And so, dude, I saw that and I'm like, oh my god, did John Carroll just pull a major upset?
Yep.
And I was like, again, Saturday, right? I wasn't going anywhere because I was the living embodiment of a plague. And so I wasn't going anywhere, brother, with my back pain and everything. I caught so hard, with them glasses, you should have seen everything coming.
Good one.
Well played. Well played.
I like this guy.
I like him a lot.
That was good. That was good. So, but anyways, I talked too much. Moving on.
Okay, so let's go over what our matchups are left for Division 3 because we are in quarterfinals for them. So we got the aforementioned John Carroll against Barry.
Another Georgia school, Patrick.
Yeah.
We got Wheaton, not Will, against Wisconsin River Falls.
Yeah.
Good job on you. Good job on you. Okay, Will Wheaton.
See, I know Patrick too well to know that joke was coming.
Yeah, sometimes you got to head him off at the pass. Just
Really
drop
quick,
it in
just
there.
so-
Just drop it in there before he can even.
I'm about sick of all this hate Donnie's throwing my way.
Sorry.
Okay, then we've got North Central against Bethel. North Central out of Illinois, Bethel out of Minnesota. North Central did beat Wisconsin Lacrosse, but they are the top seed out of there. And then let me check. Okay, so we got some pretty big. I know we've talked about John Carroll being the big upset, but there's been some pretty other big upsets. Wheaton, for example, beat the top seed Wartburg going into that side. And then the last one, I'm really interested in this one. Susquehanna
Against Johns Hopkins. Well, I didn't think Johns Hopkins had a chance, I'll be honest.
Well, Johns Hopkins is a little bit. Johns Hopkins, I think, is their number 2 and number 3 seed in that region. So Susquehanna had to play the first round game and then beat the 1 seed to even get it this far.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I'll be curious on that game. What's happening?
Well, I mean, when you're the Blue Jays, you're always underestimated. So, I mean, it's.
Oh,
You just had to do that, didn't you?
He did.
What's wrong with that? It was on topic. The Johns Hopkins Blue Jays.
He's right. They are the Blue Jays. They gotta go.
Yeah.
So excited.
Listen, I'm gonna be like Birdman and say, put some respect on my name.
No.
It is nice seeing Johns Hopkins showcasing other sports besides lacrosse, which is where I know them from because they have
So do I.
powerful D1 lacrosse team.
Or med school.
Or med school, that's true.
Or that too, yeah.
All right, so that is it for our Division 2, Division 3, and FCS playoff talk. A lot of good games to go over. We're probably not going to pick Division 2, Division 3 until the finals because I already know we're going to have too much complaining to go with tomorrow anyway. But we will be picking the FCS
I don't know what
game.
you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll be going with the FCS games at least. So definitely have some good picks on there.
By the way, the forecast for the Wheaton, Wisconsin River Falls game is -3.
Gross.
Oof, man. Is it sunny or anything?
It says partly cloudy, -3. Bethel, North Central, up in Naperville, Illinois, Chicago. It looks like rain and 5 degrees. So,
all right. So that is basically my portion of the show. So, Ed, are there anything that you want to talk about?
Formula One, baby. It finally came to an end. Last race was Abu Dhabi, right? And so we had some little, it got a little excited there at the end, right? Because Charles Leclerc, if he would have passed Norris at the end, then that would have meant that put your face in the front. frame.
Okay, I have to interrupt for a minute because I did not realize I was doing this until probably a few episodes in. So he's watching on the vertical instead of
you can tell. Yeah.
So apparently, when I lean into my mic, it's only showing half my face.
Yep.
So it's
Like
like
that?
I've got like a little two-face thing going on here. So
You mean like that?
yeah, so I have to be mindful of the verticals from now on because I
So
try to get closer to my mic to make sure you guys can hear me.
Ed and I can merge and look like one.
Don't do that. Oh, gross.
That's pretty good.
Maybe you should
Putting-
move the microphone, Virgil.
Well, my laptop's in front of me with all the stuff.
okay.
I need to, right, when I have to find stuff. So yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Virgil,
Yeah,
I can't
it
hear
is.
you. Can you get closer to your mic, please?
I'm just going to ignore that because I know you can. hear me.
Anyways, listen, guys, let's finish this night strong. Okay, let's finish strong here. Formula One, Lando Norris was in third place. Okay, so you have Piastri at 2, and then Verstappen was number 1. So, okay, so Verstappen did what he needed to do. I don't like the guy, but the dude can race. It's as simple as that, right? So here's what happened. Charles Leclerc was coming this dude was coming, right? He was actually doing the fastest laps out of all of the cars. If he would have caught up to Lando Norris at the end, if he would have caught up to Lando Norris and passed Lando Norris for third place, that would have meant that not Lando, but Verstappen would have been the one that would have propelled himself to the championship. Thankfully, Lando Norris got his, together and then was able to go ahead and keep it together for the last one. Listen, I was happy for McLaren. Papaya, they not only did they win the Constructors Championship a couple of races ago, they now go ahead and he won the championship, which is good to see. Lando was fast. He was the whole time I'm watching the race, like yesterday, and I'm like, Lord Jesus, let's just don't let anything happen. Don't let anything happen. Don't let anything happen, because this is one of those things, right? When you're seeing the race and you're like, I hope there's no flat. I hope there's no nothing. Clean, smooth. He did finish in third, and it was pretty damn cool. I do see there's a new car coming for 26. There's a new one. It's a little bit shorter than this one. And then I am very intrigued what's going to happen with Ferrari right now, because right now there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and then too many people talking, and then you're not letting the driver, especially having someone like Lewis Hamilton there, like, dude, you guys got to let these guys give their inputs on these race cars, because they're the ones who are racing them. You're just in some boots up there just doing nothing. So I'm very intrigued with Ferrari. Cadillac coming in now this year. That's interesting. Another American team. So that's 2 American teams in Formula One, because you got Haas, and then you got now. He's not. I don't disagree. I do not disagree. He has not been on point lately. He does have a lot of experience, and I don't think they're using his experience right now or his input for this car. So, and then but Charles Leclerc, dude's amazing. So, but yeah, that's your Formula One. It was very fun to see finally someone other than Verstappen win the championship, which was awesome to see. I like that. So there's your Formula One.
And the only thing about Ferrari is that you said it really should be there's too many Chiefs, not enough Guardians. But whatever you need.
Nope, not giving you that one.
Anybody have any hockey talk?
Nope, I don't want to talk about hockey right now.
I'm still pleased.
Why is that, Ed?
Yeah, I can't believe the Anaheim Ducks are still near the top of the Pacific. In fact, I think last time I checked, they were at the top of the Pacific.
I don't want to talk about hockey right now.
Yeah, although Ed, I actually broke out my Hurricanes hoodie.
I saw that, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just figured I'd throw this on.
All right, Liam. Okay.
Dang,
Very
you got
nice.
a Bugatti? Yeah, I ain't got.
Yeah.
I don't have Liam money.
You got a whole lot of money.
No, don't believe them, Liam.
Ask anyone else that tunes in.
Yeah, the Hurricanes. They didn't have a good week. We talked about them this morning. They were 1-2 in the past week.
They got caned.
You got that right.
They beat my team, so I mean, it's like, how do you think I feel?
A lot of teams beat your team, Virgil.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know who didn't know? The Panthers.
Oh,
That's
God.
true. I was about to say. I mean, we haven't had. We haven't had a. Well, we did okay, but
Donnie's the the big buckets right here. You know what I mean?
He is. He's got about 3 Lamborghinis.
He put
The long-
me and Patrick through college. I mean,
he did.
the
Well,
longer you listen, Liam,
Somehow
the more you'll
he
understand
asked you
how
to
wrong
call
we
him
are.
daddy for some reason. I don't understand that part.
Whoa.
After you gave you the money for college, I
Whoa.
don't understand that. Why? How that
Virgil,
happened?
Virgil, it's just disappointing.
that sounds like projection of jealousy on you, Ed.
Yeah. Virgil, the only thing is that we've disappointed him because we don't have any lives and we don't do anything. So
No, exactly not. No.
He makes it very clear that we have not met his expectations of we have no life and we don't have anything to do. So
Anyway, Florida Panthers went 2-2 in the past week. So,
He's like, I hate you guys.
hey, I'm just repeating what he said.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, they're still. Well, what did we say? The Hurricanes, they dropped out of first place in their division because of the
Because they play like idiots.
Yeah, and I was trying to find where the standings were for everybody else here.
Yeah, the Ducks are up in the Pacific, but they played 1 game more than Vegas. So
I mean, yeah, well, you're still in first place in the Pacific Division. We'll see. I meant to, that's what I was trying to find, was to click on the.
That is a nice surprise, though. The Ducks, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, they'll have a game like they did against the Mammoth the other night where they lose 7-0, but then they come back and win in overtime, and they had a really good game against the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
And but to me, the team of the season has been the Colorado Avalanche. What
They've
been doing so far, they've been the class for me. I mean, they're already on 48 points. I mean, they've been outstanding so far.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we talked about them, but the team right behind them is also doing really, really amazing. That's Dallas.
Yeah.
Because Dallas is sitting at 45.
Yeah.
And the closest next team is at 39 and that's the Washington Caps.
Yeah, Avalanche have only had 2 losses since the beginning of November. I mean, they have been just mowing through.
Yeah. The Ducks were on a really good run, and then they had to go to Denver to play the Avalanche, and it's like, yeah, guys, you're not quite to that level yet.
Yeah. Yeah, Panthers are having a down season right now. Tampa Bay's top of that division, so at least one of the 2 Florida teams is up there.
Well, and by the way, the Sharks have looked reasonably better, Donnie.
Oh yeah, compared to when we saw them last year, they're above Kraken. The other team that's kind of been a little surprising for me is I shouldn't be so surprising, but this kind of snuck in is the Capitals. They've kind of worked their way up here for a little bit to the top of that division with the Hurricanes.
Well, again, it's still early in the season, so
it's still early. I'm just saying they sort of snuck, because like not the Rangers, the Devils, Devils and was it the Rangers? I think both were kind of at the top of that division. Or
and now the Devils just went back.
They're all just kind of nosedived. Yeah.
I like how you say it's early in the season, but I'm pretty sure somebody's season's already over in this panel.
Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because usually that's me with the Ducks.
Yeah, not to say. We were talking about in the preview, like, oh, which team's going to finish worse, and we already know the answer to that.
Yeah. Well, it's still, it's not over. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use a footballing term. They could go onto a rich vein of form, and pop off a few, several wins in a row. 11 on the bounce. You never know.
We'll see. All right. Calling for any other sports to be talked about that we have not talked about yet.
No, I think we're good, bro.
We're good. All right.
I think we're good.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yep.
Fun episode. That's definitely got a lot of stuff in. Yeah, a lot of stuff in. We went 2 hours. Usually it's Yes, Mr. Wise.
I know we mentioned it this morning, but we should mention. I doubt. Well, Phil's already gone, but the NCAA soccer, real quick. The Final Four is coming up this weekend.
It's funny. I thought I had that mention. I had that in my notes to mention, and I saw
mentioned
the comment, and it's like, well, can check that one off.
Yeah, we jumped out of soccer, and I was going to kind of try to throw that in at the tail end, and then I forgot about it. I meant to circle back around to it. So
Some collegiate soccer, baby.
Yep. So Furman and NC State are both playing, not each other, but they're both in that. So we got two Carolina schools in the Final Four.
And it's snowing over here. It snowed earlier, so it's gonna be shitty.
And they're playing in Cary, correct?
They're playing in Cary, yeah.
Oh man, so if it's a Cary final with NC State and Furman,
woo, baby!
I told Ed this morning.
That's what I just told.
Yeah,
you know where you know where I don't know, but I'm not going to speak for Ed. You know where I'll be broadcasting from next Monday night, if that's the case.
Some palatial estate.
No,
bro, we're going there, bro.
We're going there, and we'll be on the pitch.
If both NC State and Furman are there,
see, we're gonna get media credentials, bud. We're gonna be on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to be in a suite because that's the only way you watch sports.
I wish.
Because you know a guy. Because you know a guy.
Pull that off, I will give up hosting duties for the show that day if you guys pull that off.
We'll see.
Can we get them to do a play-by-play of the game?
Well, remember, either way, we couldn't broadcast.
There's that guy
the game
kicking
itself.
that ball around, and
they probably can't broadcast that.
No, we can't broadcast the game itself. It will have to be on us. The camera has to be on us the whole time, right? So I already got my stuff ready to go. I literally have it ready to go. If that's the case,
man, I really hope that happens because I would love to see that.
That would be awesome.
Super exciting. So that was
Listen,
cool to see.
I'll get us popcorn, Virgil, so we can just watch.
Please. So thank you for joining us tonight. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we have the full gang here going over college football and NFL. And I don't know what to expect tomorrow. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yep.
Yes, Patrick.
Just to explain to Liam, since you're new, we have this show on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tomorrow night we talk about we talk about American football, baseball,
the major sports here in the U.S.
Sports, yeah. I mean, we have that on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So for you, that's what 1 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So 1 a.m. your time, and then so we're here on here Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So
Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, please come back and join us when your schedule allows.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, our Tuesday and Thursday shows we have a little more segments involved also. Like we go over our picks, we go over fantasy stuff our fantasy football stuff that we do. So kind of more of the main show. This is kind of like our nice little side project that we like to do.
Yeah. And we've been having fun with this side project.
Yeah. But yeah.
No hair, baby.
It's called the Chrome Dome.
He loves the low maintenance of it.
That's right.
What I always like is here. You can always do this. You can say formal. Bedhead.
Wait.
Come
over.
There it is.
Thank you all for joining tonight. We will see. We'll see a lot of you guys tomorrow.